For In the News TV Daily, the getaway driver who allegedly drove Eric Holder away from the Marathon store revealed, and authorities have it on tape. We also found some very odd pictures of Hustle's baby mama and Eric Holder, plus the man who stood next to Nipsey during the incident is released.
I'm in the news with it.
Cousin Terry, the 56-year-old man who was standing directly next to Hustle, has been released from the county. The parolee who was locked up because he was next to Boss Hustle, the performer at the time he was hit. He was released Saturday morning. Lathan, he is 56 years old, was one of the men hit with Hustle during the incident that happened at his Hyde Park clothing store March 31st. This incident affected Lathan's release because he was also hit that day. His attorney said his release date for being locked up will be sometime this Friday. Lathan was held in the infirmary area where he received medical care. Because Lathan was on parole at the time of the incident and Hustle was a former gang member, Cousin Terry was technically in violation of his parole agreement and he was not to be around anyone with a record. Hustle was known to be affiliated with the Rolling 60s. Because of the technicality in the law, the Department of Corrections locked up Cousin Terry, who ironically came to the store to get some help from Hustle. Lathan's family and friends pleaded with Governor Nelson and the Corrections Department for Lathan's release. Friday evening, it was discovered that he would be released. He was released at 3 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. Fans and friends supported Cousin Terry, even on the GoFundMe, where his campaign reached over $18,000 worth of funds. With the help of the IG Live with Big U and the viral interview with DJ Vlad, it looks like Kerry is home safe and sound. It's sad that the whole incident happened in the first place, and from the looks of it, he'll probably stay in the wheelchair after this event. Hopefully, since he's released, he can give more information about what really happened that evening of March 31st, 2019. So now we have some very exclusive information on Hustle and what happened before and after the event. According to my sources, the authorities have a new video which shows the alleged man responsible for Nip's passing running away from the scene and getting into an unknown lady's vehicle. So in the video, you can see Holder running down the alley and the lady waiting. He gets into the passenger seat and the lady drives off.
It wasn't no wall right here. You used to be able to walk from this parking lot straight into the gas station. So it was like a big block party for the Rolling 60s. We loved it. Like treacherous alley right here, you always gotta watch. Used to come creep through the alleys, try to run around, pop shots, pop, pop, pop. But now it's cameras everywhere, so got some smarts about themselves. Or go catch 40 years, cancel Christmas.
According to the video, the driver was waiting for Holder to come back to drive away and escape. So it seems like the two knew what was going to happen before the event actually took place. Allegedly, the girl who was driving was questioned by the LA authorities 2 days after the incident, but they let her go. Quote, "Sometimes you have to give a little to get a lot." This is a quote from an unknown law enforcement authority. Fans on social media tracked this lady down and even got her picture and some posts she put on her social media right after the event happened. So when the authorities gave her an interview, people thought that she was going to go away for a long time. But according to the sources, this is a game of chess they're playing. When the unidentified lady to the public was interviewed, she stated that she didn't know him all too well and didn't know that he was going to do something to Hustle, nor did she know he was strapped up. So sources are saying that they had the whole incident before and after. They say the car rolled up to the Marathon store and Holder was driving the getaway car at first, when the lady was in the passenger seat. Holder parked in the parking lot next to the store. The lady was waiting in the car. This is when Nip, Hustle, and Holder had their conversation. This is when it's alleged that he was confronted about being an informant, which Holder denied. To clear up the reports, the conversation between the two was not a bad exchange at all. The two even gave each other handshakes. After Holder went to get a burger at the Master Burger, he got his food, got in his car, and left. The same car later returned, but this time it was parked basically on a street which connected the side alley to the mini mall parking lot which features the Marathon store. This time the lady was driving and Holder was in the passenger seat. After Holder got out and walked towards the site, the lady kept the car running and was anticipating for Eric to come back. So here's the picture of the alleged getaway driver. Like I said before, she was seen talking bad about Hustle in the whole situation, which we have screenshots of. So I'm gonna try my best to decipher this, what she's saying. Okay, it's crazy everybody all of a sudden is sad. But my Lokes back. People under her comments were saying, "I'm with you, cousin, keep your boots laced up, all focused, we all we got." And the last person said, "You gonna rest one day." She then posted this at 5:24 p.m., almost 2 hours after the incident, and said this: "Ladies hoping on a person, but we got homies that just got whacked by NH. None of your ladies praising on the loss though." She posted this a few minutes after: "Forget neighborhood Nip, NK, they homies was wrong with y'all, this Hoover." So now it's starting to make a little bit of sense to me. So allegedly, it's claimed that Holder switched sets and migrated to the Hoovers after being disowned by the 60s. I know it sounds crazy, but this is what's being said by my sources. So the girl who is alleged Holder's girlfriend is claiming the Hoovers. And for those who don't know, Hoovers do not get along with the people from the 60s. It's quote unquote on site with them. I know everyone in the comments are going to be like, nah, he's from where Hustle's from. But if you pay attention to the reports and what people are saying, Holder went missing for about 2 years and just magically reappeared. This may be the reason. Maybe he was from the Hoovers then. Which makes the situation even more twisted and confusing is that y'all know I do my research before posting any type of video where I don't have any knowledge about. So while doing my homework, somehow, some way I was on Hustle's BM IG page. I scrolled all the way down to March 15, 2013, and guess who I see in the kitchen whipping it up like it's stir fry? Yep, you got it, Eric Holder in Hustle's baby mama kitchen, frying up some food. So when I first seen the picture, I was like, nah, it can't be true. If you look at the tattoos in the shape of homie's head, this is definitely him. Fans in the comments agreed as well. Check out the two pictures compared. My thing is, I'm sure his BM knows this picture is still up on her page, so why wouldn't she delete the photo? Yeah, you could say, yeah, it was in 2013, she probably forgot about the picture, but I gotta disagree because when you're getting mentioned for that picture, it definitely notifies when someone mentions you about a particular picture, even if it's down 2013. As this case and information starts to come to light, it's starting to make sense and then not make sense at all. According to one of my sources, his baby mama Tanisha is also the niece to Big U. For you guys who don't know, Big U and Nipsey did have some beef back in the day, but it looks like towards the end of Nipsey's life, they kind of made amends and kind of was friends. So as the situation plays out, I will keep everyone updated as usual. Now, in the words of the great, the same one who hit you was the same one you used to roll with. Within those words, you know, I can't really say how I really want to say it because of YouTube, they don't play certain words. When I say he was ahead of his time, I really mean it. He had a very keen interest in business and investing. His goal was to create financial wealth for himself and his family. He set up numerous of trust funds for his family, and he left behind 14 businesses. All of his recording masters was owned by him and had several properties in real estate. His business partner David Gross, he was invested in a casino in Las Vegas that's scheduled to open in 2020. Gross said that they were approached by senior executives of the Richard Branson Hotels. Along with Gross and Hustle, the investment group was working with the NBA All-Star. He also went on the investment as well. The Hard Rock Casino and Hotel is about a mile off of the Las Vegas Strip, which is undergoing a $200 million renovation. Then it will be renamed to the V Hotel Las Vegas. It'll feature 1,500 hotel rooms along with 60,000 square foot of casino. And like I said, man, Hustle was really about to get the money. Like all of his lyrics, like he always said, he wanted to be like Puffy, like Jay-Z, like Master P, like Jay Prince. And that's exactly what he was doing as far as his business moves and just how he was carrying himself. If you really think about it, Hustle was probably not, he wasn't going to make a lot of music. He was going to probably drop one album probably in 2019 or maybe 2020. And then he was going to fall back on the music. He was going to put his people on in the neighborhood. He was going to put on Pac-Man, Jay Stone, Rent Paul, all of the people that he actually came up with rapping with. He was going to put them up just like No Limit did. Just had all of his artists and they were dropping CDs, and then the main artist, Nipsey Hussle, would probably drop. Yeah, he was going to drop an album every once in a while and just kind of collect money behind the scenes and just have that all money in, no money out record label and collecting all the dough. Maybe, hopefully his artists or the artist that he was working with that he came up with will carry the torch, like they said in the tribute service. They'll carry the torch and keep that marathon running. The marathon will keep it. But look, make sure y'all comment below. It's so much we need to talk about in the comments. And if you have social media, find us on Facebook at In The News Daily and get the sharing. I'm in the news with it. I'll catch you on the next one.